Good afternoon guys, Crazy Mook here, and I'm going to bring you another vlog, and today I want to talk about buying gear for the first time. And also, you know, chances are you're going to be on your first bike. So some of this is just my opinion and what I did, and some of this is going to be fact. For example, leather is more protective than textile. That is a fact. So yeah, I mean, when I first started riding, I was an idiot. I'll put it bluntly. For the first month or so, I went out and I spent, well, I racked up a bill, quite a handsome bill, for some gear. I bought a nice textile jacket, which costs, I don't know, about 100 and something quid. An entry-level pair of boots from Alpine Style, which cost 200 quid. An expensive helmet that, you know, was probably more than I needed, and I never wore it other than the helmet, and it was stupid of me. But here's the mind of my 16-year-old self. I've got some wheels, I've got a cool bike, I don't want to go around in full leathers on a little bike. Simple as. And I know that is a dilemma, because whether you're doing 30 mile an hour on a little commuter or 230 on a turbo Hayabusa, you want to be as best protected as you can. So you've got to try and find that balance there. So if I just talk through like the best ways to go for it on from like head to toe, I mean, if you're in a country like the UK or America or France or anywhere like that, chances are, if you go and buy a helmet, they will all have to pass a standard safety test. Now, so realistically, it shouldn't really matter what you buy, helmet wise, because it's just going to do the same job. But, oh shit, what lane am I going to be in? This is so confusing. Oh, fuck it. Alright, let's go around again, shall we? You know, sorry. Oh, fuck it, okay, so I've just gone full circle. So, yeah, the more money you spend on a helmet, it's going to be lighter. And that is the key thing here. That it's, you know, it doesn't matter if you spend 50 or 550 quid on a helmet, but the 550 quid helmet is going to be very light, which makes it less strain on your neck, your shoulders, your head, all that sort of areas, which makes it very, very pleasant for when you're doing longer. I've just gone into a bloody cemetery. I don't, sorry, rest in peace. Okay, I wanted to turn around because I came off the wrong exit at that roundabout. So yeah, if you buy a less, it's not going to be heavy. Don't get like that, because, you know, it's not going to weigh a kilo or something, or I don't know. But you know, it's just not going to be as light as. But if you've never had a light racing helmet, you haven't really got anything to compare it to, so you wouldn't really notice the difference until you moved up to a properly expensive helmet anyway. But that is the one area I would not compromise on. No way. I mean, if you have to compromise because of budget, not on a helmet. So moving down, you got like your jacket, and I bought textile first time round because I don't want to go in there either. You know, it's 9 times out of 10 when I'm riding in the rain, or I should say 9 times out of 10 when I go riding, it's in the rain, especially in the UK. So yeah, textiles are a lot easier to maintain over leather, I think. You know, you can just hang them up to dry, and it works a lot better like So yeah, make sure when you're buying a proper jacket, it doesn't matter whether it's leather or textile, but you know, for a 125 or 50cc, I didn't want to jump on a bike with full leathers on, you'd look daft. So I got a textile jacket, textile trousers, my leather boots, I got leather gloves, in fact these gloves, but they're wearing, so they're not very good. But yeah, and then I got a 200 quid or so helmet. So yeah, make sure it's got the proper protection in the elbows and the back, make sure it's got a proper back support, and you should be fine. So now trousers, I don't know, some say that they're not really necessary, but I don't know, they make me feel a lot safer and more confident. And if you've got more confidence on a bike, that's not being overconfident or cocky, but you feel a lot more able in your ability to ride. So you sort of take things as they should, you know, you go around a corner where you can go around at 50, whereas if you had shorts on, I know for sure I'd bloody slow down. So although some may say that trousers aren't really a necessity, I would. I bought a pair of RST textiles for 90 quid I think, so they're real Bogo standard ones, but they did the job and I've still got them. You know, you can tell I'm wearing leather now, but you know, if you go back and watch some videos with me on the YBR, I won't be wearing full leathers on a 125. I'll have a textile jacket, textile trousers, my boots, my gloves, my lid. So yeah, you know, it all depends on sort of what I'm riding. So, and boots, I think, are an absolute necessity for leather, because you need the flex that leather offers, you know, for moving your feet around and all sorts. So if you're going to buy boots, don't think that your Caterpillar boots are going to do the job, because they won't. Alright, so go and buy yourself a proper pair of boots and make sure they're leather. That's my opinion on that. And gloves as well. I don't know whether I've already covered them, but leather a must, because they offer much superior protection over textiles. And if you're going to come off, chances are you're going to go hands down. So you know, you want the protection on your palm, and also for your leather gloves. I mean, the majority of them will have this protection on the palm, or where the bottom of your thumb is, because I think that's the most breakable bone when in your hand when you come off. I think that's like the most common bone to break or something. So make sure that they're properly protected and armoured, especially across the knuckles as well, for when you punch cages for cutting you up. And I think that is about it. I mean, there's obviously accessories you can get for gear. I've got this buff, which is basically a neck scarf, and I never go without it. But it's not a necessity, it's just something that makes my ride a little bit more comfortable. And I've just got used to it now, so whether I'm going riding in like 30-degree heat or -3-degree heat, I'll always ride it with it. So yeah, I mean, you can get like thermals and stuff. I mean, when I was riding to school and stuff in the winter, I didn't have a choice. I had to ride throughout the winter, and that was like -3 degrees, and I just, you know, that was brutal. The most brutal winter, and my gear just wasn't cutting it. So I went and swapped my gloves for a pair of proper ski gloves. I got a pair of proper thermals. I didn't buy heated grips, but you know, they're more expensive, aren't they? So yeah, I swapped out the gloves for a pair of ski gloves, thermals, and just lay it up. That's the way to do it, I think. So I think I've pretty much covered everything. So, you know, just to recap, helmet, don't compromise your budget. Buy the best that you can within your budget. and the more expensive you go, the lighter she's going to be. Jacket, textile or leather. I mean, it's a difficult one because it all depends on your bike. I mean, I know it sounds silly saying that, but you know, I wouldn't want to jump on a little 50cc in full leathers. You'd look a bloody idiot. But neither would I want to jump on it with just a helmet, a t-shirt and some shorts and flip-flops. So you've got to try and get that balance right. I mean, if you're riding a 125 or something, I would say textile jacket, textile trousers, leather boots, leather gloves, and the helmet that you can most afford to buy. And you know, whatever, the rest is just whenever you can get it, I guess, or whatever you want. But you know, as the law states, the only legal bit of gear you need is a helmet that's passed the British safety test. So theoretically you could go out naked with just a helmet on. I wouldn't like to see it, but you know. So anyway guys, I hope that's alright for you. I thought I'd just cover that topic, and please remember to rate, comment and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.